Hello, I'm TheNerdySteve, and welcome to my movie review channel. If you like what you see, I'd appreciate you liking, commenting, or subscribing. Today, I will be reviewing Disney's Snow White in one take. So, let's go. Now, I'm sure I've watched Disney's animated Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at least 20 times when I was younger, but I can tell you that I absolutely remember zero plot points from it. I remember enjoying it. However, I don't exactly have any nostalgia for it. I also haven't really enjoyed any of the live action Disney remakes, and with everything I heard going into this film, I didn't have high expectations. I only had low ones. And to my pleasant surprise, the movie surpassed them. It wasn't a bad time, but it also wasn't great. Snow White was just decent. It was a decent movie. Snow White is a classic story of a princess whose evil and vain stepmother becomes envious of her beauty and attempts to kill her. The queen's plan is thwarted when a servant disobeys this order and tells Snow White to flee into the forest, where she encounters a cottage that belongs to seven dwarves. Then we watch and see if they, together, can overcome the queen. First, I need to say that my largest criticism of the film is the animation of the seven dwarves. Maybe I'm the only one who feels this way, so let me know how you feel, but they looked so off putting. Maybe in their own film where everything was animated this way, they wouldn't look so jarring, but I just could not get past how they looked. They were whimsical abominations, and I was agitated every time they came on screen. I don't know. They just looked like they didn't belong with the aesthetic or style of the film. Again, I understand this might just be a me problem, but it was a legitimate problem I had. Being so distanced from important characters is going to greatly affect my enjoyment of the movie. And okay, they weren't that bad, and I might be being a little hyperbolic, but you get my point. Snow White is also a musical, and there were some new songs along with the classics that you know, and I thought they were all pretty fine. Nothing particularly blew me away, but I did enjoy them. Though, when I was listening to the music, I recognized some of the melodies that were going on, and I was not surprised when I looked up who wrote the songs, the duo of Pasek and Paul, who also did The Greatest Showman. So if you liked that music, you'll like what's here. But of course, we can't talk about the music without talking about Rachel Zegler. She absolutely blew me away, which was to be expected if you've seen her sing in West Side Story or The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, or her numerous YouTube videos. She's a fabulous performer, and here, she is Snow White. She's everything you expect a Disney princess to be: determined, strong, intelligent, charismatic, empathetic. She embodies this character, and she just absolutely demolishes all the songs. The movie would be lesser without her. There are other performances in this film that don't exactly compare well to Zegler's, which I think has more to do with how good she is than anything else. But it's always a little weird for me when films set up actors for failure by giving them material they just aren't able to do. And finally, I don't think the movie looked particularly good, or rather consistently good. The costumes were gorgeous and wonderful and felt very appropriate for this film, but I found the colors of the scenes to be a little more muted than I would have liked. There's a beautiful one of the dwarves mining that was very spectacular. However, it also had the dwarves in it, and we know how I feel about them. Overall, Disney's Snow White is nothing special. It wasn't as terrible as other live action adaptations I've seen, but that's not a high standard to live up to. It was not boring, and I did enjoy myself, despite the abominations of the animated dwarves. There was just something magical missing here that held it all together, but maybe it'll have that for you. I'm the Nerdy Steve, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, like and subscribe and comment below to tell me how right or wrong you think I am. Have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.